So, what's going on, guys? I'm Big Brother, and welcome back to the stage of history, or the New Order of the Ages. I seemed like last week was kind of a weird roller coaster ride, and even this week. I mean, and the reason why, because two people that pretty much defined my childhood passed away. I made a post about it on YouTube, talking about one of them, but I wanted to talk about that and probably a sobering reminder of our mortality. So, Kevin Conroy, who is pretty much everybody's Batman, because I grew up in the 90s, and my experiences with animation back then, or watching cartoons, Batman the Animated Series was very good, and still very good. Even when you go back and watch the old episodes, it's still very much a timeless classic. And Kevin Conroy, voicing Batman and Bruce Wayne, through his evolution, is he was definitely the reason why that Batman is such a very iconic character, at least to me. It's not just because of him, obviously, because Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, and their ability to tell a very gripping story, and also having a Batman and a Bruce Wayne, well, a Batman character that's actually likable to me. I'm not really too crazy about the other iterations that came out in the mid to 2000, mid 90s, late 90s, 2000s, and such, because many of them to me were kind of lackluster or pretty garbage anyway. And but to me, like when it came to the original Batman series, the one that have the very nice detailed animation, that's the one to me that was truly the kind of Batman that people really like, and especially someone like myself. Before the character devolved into some sort of unrealistic superhero that you can no longer relate to unless you are a emotionally distant psychopath. But anyway, he passed away. And it's kind of sad because growing up, I mean, you would have never thought that many of the people that you felt were going to live on forever, voicing another role or voicing another character, this person would stick around, but clearly that's not the case. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to see how the Batman character is going to move forward. I mean, I know they have other voice actors that are taking reins over the Batman character, but unfortunately, none of them could really hold a candle to um, Kevin Conroy in the voice acting department of Batman, and overall, I would say. And the other person I want to talk about, and this is another person that pretty much defined my childhood, was Jason David Frank, who everybody knows Tommy Oliver, aka the Green Ranger, aka the White Ranger, aka the Gold Ranger, aka all the other Power Ranger iterations that you've seen, because he's a big mainstay in the Power Rangers franchise for quite a long time. He died at the age of 49 by suicide. And it's, again, back in the 90s, you see these colorful cast of characters with these colorful costumes. And back then, you didn't care if the transition from the characters to the areas where they were fighting were completely different. It was just really nice to see people in color clothing kicking ass and taking names on ninja flips and hitting people with guns and swords and everything, and making all kinds of hiya 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 sounds. Growing up in that time. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to our childhood memories in relation to the mortality and the age and times that we are in, it's going to be difficult for many of us to truly um, look to the future, especially us old timers who have to essentially come to terms with the idea that many of people that we grew up with are going to go away, and whether by passing on completely or just retiring from the industry in some capacity. And it's something that we probably have to be very conscientious of ultimately. I know this is not necessarily a video that I would like to make personally. I mean, this is something that I was trying to come up with maybe, I don't know, a week ago when all it transpired. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I was, I just kind of felt like maybe, just maybe, I can probably give off my 2 cents and show my gratitude to those two individuals who really helped define our childhood because they taught us so many things in the characters or the roles they portrayed and gave us an opportunity to really strive to be something better. And I gotta say, it's not going to be very easy going forward, per se, knowing that they're not going to be partaking in any future roles, especially Kevin Conroy. When you have a voice that distinctive, kind of hard to replicate that. Others are good, but none comes close to the original. So anyway, this is my rant, and I really hope everybody enjoy their time. Thanks for watching. Stop video. No.